Here we go, gang. You may need to stop this a couple times as you go through it. I'm going to go quickly on the preamble, which is what our conversation on class or in class on Wednesday was about. It's also the 52 words and the 6 ideals that will be your essay questions where you talk about things. First off, saying we the people. That's not one of the ideals. That's just the idea of popular sovereignty, or the majority rules. Back then it was just the 13 colonies, and mostly the white men were in charge of everything. Today, all the citizens of America. This whole idea of we the people again puts the power in the hands of the people, which is where our forefathers and our government wanted it. The first ideal we talk about is in order to form a perfect union. A union is just a group of people with a common goal. In this case, back then it was the 13 states, and their goal was just to find a way to survive together and keep other countries from coming in. In order to form a perfect union, today we vote. If you like something a leader is doing, you continue to vote for them and keep them in office. If you don't, you vote for their opponent, and out they go. Another way is through a system of checks and balances in our government. Every branch, the executive, legislative, judicial, can check and have a power over the other branches. The legislative branch can pass a law. The executive branch, or president, can either sign the law or he can veto it and throw it out. If he vetoes it, the legislative branch can override his veto and still make it into a law. So they go back and forth, and all the branches do similar things. Establish justice. Today we have courts and laws, and jury by our peers. We told a story about how it takes 12 members of a jury to decide whether or not someone's guilty or innocent. Unlike the olden days where someone just came in and said, you're guilty or innocent. You're allowed to have lawyers, you're allowed to speak your piece and present your case, which we hadn't been able to do in England. Ensure domestic tranquility. Again, domestic is home, tranquility, peace. To keep things peaceful at home, we have laws. We talked about the police and having jails. It just gives our country a general structure so we know what to do. And this term due process is one I discussed in classes. Those are the steps that have to be taken to ensure your rights. If the police want to search you, they have to have a warrant. If the police want to arrest you, they have to tell you why you're being arrested. And they also have to read you your Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Those all work. Next up, provide for the common defense. We have one national army for our country. The job is to keep America safe, protect our way of life. In class, we talked about anyone who goes against our way of life, who tries to attack us. It is the job of our country's armed forces to stop them. Promote the general welfare. This is the one that is causing most of our headaches today. Promoting the general welfare does not mean that it has to promise to give you everything. It just gives you the opportunity to have things. Again, watch the video if you want to see more on this. But the idea of promote the general welfare is to make sure American citizens are okay. You know, we discussed Social Security in class, the Affordable Health Care Act in class, unemployment in class, public education. There are many others. In fact, you probably need to know a couple other examples for the essay. The final of the 6 ideals is secure the blessings of liberty for ourselves and our posterity. Posterity is the generations that come after us. Someday you too will be parents, and your children will be the posterity. They'll be what we're looking for. Well, secure the blessings of liberty in ourselves and our posterity. Keep America safe and strong now and in the future. Your job on the essay will tell me how we can do this. Well, there you have it, folks. That is the 6 ideals. Those are the 6 ideals listed in the preamble for our country. The test is on Friday. You'll be able to check the other link out from my test review. But that you might want to review these 6 preamble ideals as you prepare your essays. Have a great night, all.